Hello, everyone. Welcome to the East Coast home of the Advancement Center. Thank you for joining me. I'm still in beautiful Florida. This time I'm inside because we're having my daughter and son-in-law are having some work done in the yard outside. And it's nice and cool in here, so it's great to be inside. Behind the scenes in the other part of the house, we're preparing for my grandson Isaiah's first birthday, which is actually July 7th. But since I'm flying back to California tomorrow, we're having a party this early evening. And the theme is Isaiah's his first annual dance party, because what we figured out is that he loves to dance. And when music comes on the radio, he starts doing a little move. And so Valerie is making a dance floor, getting a disco ball, and we're going to have a little dance party for Isaiah. It's been great being with both my grandkids. Bryce, who will turn 4 in November, I was speaking to him because I nicknamed Isaiah Smiley, because he comes from around the corner and has a big smile on his face. And Bryce said, "That's not his name." And I said, "No, that's a nickname." And he said, "What's my nickname?" And then he began to come up with his own nickname. And the first one was the Deal Man. He makes deals. And I came up with more, the Negotiator. Also for my daughter and son-in-law, the Tester, the Air Traffic Controller, the Comptroller, and the one we realized the other day when we were at the beach, because he stops and talks to everyone, strangers, and the next thing you know, he's in like a 10-minute conversation with an adult. So I started calling him the Mayor. So for me, for now, that will be his nickname, the Mayor. I've been reading books about toys and farting and all kinds of fun things that you get to do with your grandchildren, and watching my daughter and son-in-law, who are so loving and so patient, take care of their kids, and giving my daughter some advice to pretend you're a grandmother, because that will keep the energy of anger or frustration from rising to a level that is being given to you to reach. And I said, I know it's hard to imagine until you're a grandparent how to do that. But every time he does something, I freely laugh. And when I talked to her this morning, she said, "I started doing that and it's helping. I'm just laughing." And I said, "That's great." And he'll probably stop at some point. But I told her that she is amazing. Any parent is amazing to take care of young kids, to allow them to be themselves while at the same time making sure they stay safe. I reminded her that there's nothing she can do to stop what's in him from coming forward. There's no other path you can create. There's no need or direction that has to be traveled, be it the right school or any of those things. They don't matter. His blueprint is pretty clear. And you just are trying to keep him safe. The light has always been coming directly or refracted. It's always been coming since the beginningless beginning, pouring on each person, every being, every animal, going in to the cracks and crevices, absorbing all the darkness wherever it exists. Delivering the freedom for the light is an entity. It is living, and it is made up of all the visions of love and harmony for humanity. We started the light, and we have been pushing it forward. And it is enveloping people. Many times they're not knowing that they have stepped into the light. It finds how it needs to move to you and at what level. It shows you all that it knows. It's beautiful, like a river. And even though there may be resistance in moments to the light, like a grandparent, the light just smiles, knowing that they have seen this story before. And when the light returns, the grandchild may be in a different place and be able to see all that it needs to see. We have been given each other. And as I've been on this trip spending time with my family here and even my family in North Carolina, and just encountering many different people. Some still wanting to experience the battles that are on this physical dimension, the opposites, black and white, light and dark, left and right, mask, no mask, Republican, Democrat. In that world of opposites is a world that's far below the world that we live in, and the world that each person steps into, even for a brief moment. For that world is a trap. Because you can't win something that you don't need to win. But when you step into that world of opposites, your agenda is to be right and to win. And that journey will not be an easy one. But that may be the choice until the light can be seen and felt in the beauty by which it comes, the gentleness, the harmony, the peace. There are no opposites. There's only you. Many people choose that path. And in the process of trying to win and choose a side, there's a part of us that begins to teach because of our own experience and the beauty of that experience. We can share that with others, but the sharing may not be for them. It may be for us to say, I told you so, or now you know. We forget that we were them. I remember I spoke last week of when my brother died. I was 22, almost 23, and I didn't understand it until I began to see that we were eternal. And maybe later that year, I wrote my dad a letter wanting him to know we're eternal. We're eternal. It's okay. But in the letter, I told him things that he could do differently and that he should change. And I remember him responding with an energy of, who do you think you are to tell me something? Because that was the energy, in part, that I told him something. So that's what we can't do. And we don't need to do. As a parent, I raised my daughter, her mother and I, and then me alone or with her mother separated. And there are things you begin to give to your children that are for you, not for them. They feel like they're for them, but they're really for you. So with this light, it only delivers that for someone else. It is not looking for a thank you, or you were right, I should have listened to you before. It's only concerned with your freedom. It comes from nowhere and everywhere. From a child, from an animal, from the water, from your brother, even when it seems like it's not light. It brings around an opportunity for light to come in. Because every encounter, every interaction presents an opportunity for another level of awareness, and at the same time, for a level of reaction. But the light is like preparing a meal. As you chop up the vegetables to put in a stew, nothing is wasted. The light uses every circumstance to allow you to see yourself. And then to deliver light from you. That light that comes from the source only can be refracted through a pure stone, like a diamond. And if it's not pure, if there's still glass, it will crackle and break down the structure of that element and then absorb it so that the diamond inside comes to the fore and the light that refracts from it is beyond words. Nothing to do, nothing to say. As the light bounces off of you to others. We have all been brought together at this time from a journey of 1,000,000 lifetimes. And so we enjoy each other while we are together. Without clinging or without dependency. For what we came to do, we must do alone. Even as we're supported by those that we agreed to be here together at this time. There are so many that have shared their light with me. So many that I'm not able to see, who have looked over me. And yet, they may not be in my direct company. But the light that we shared and the love that we shared is alive and well. And for those who I'm able to be with now, who I have found and who have found me, it is an honor to be with you at this time. And every moment is precious. For nothing is guaranteed, and no one owns anyone. We are beautiful, sovereign, magnificent, incredible beings unto ourselves. And yet we get to play together. And deliver the light that is changing the world from behind the scenes, above it all. We are delivering the light. The light is coming in. Between the trees and leaves, the light is coming in. reflecting off the ocean and seas with no beginning or end, into everybody, through each layer to the bone, doing what it came to do, remind you of your home. Its mission being completed, never able to be held back, falling like a gentle rain, a universal fact. It's been delivered to the world by people just like you, in the simplicity of a smile and through the eyes that know the truth. It dances its way to the spirit, switching on every cell, hidden in a mystery with all the codes to tell you who you are and what you came to do, your magic and your music and the light that shines through you. You are the great light bearer, a star that burns within, a rare and precious gemstone, to all the world a friend. So pass on the light, my friend, from the perfection of who you are, illuminating everyone you encounter so that they may see their own star. I'll finish reading, slightly singing maybe, a song that I love. And its words speak to everyone I've encountered along my journey. And maybe you can feel those that you've encountered along yours. I've been so many places in my life and time. I've sung a lot of songs, made some bad rhymes. I've acted out my life in stages with 10,000 people watching. But we're alone now, and I'm singing this song to you. I know your image of me is what I hoped for. I treated you unkindly, but can't you see? There's no one more important to me. Can't you see through me? 'Cause we're alone now, and I'm singing this song to you. You taught me precious secrets of a true love, holding back nothing. You came out in front when I was hiding. But now I'm so much better. And if my words don't come together, listen to the melody, 'cause my love is in there hiding. I love you in a place where there's no space and time. I love you for my life You're a friend of mine. And when my life is over, remember when we were together. We were alone, and I was singing this song to you. We were alone, and I was singing this song to you. I am change, and I am coming to help you grow. I appear in your mirror. I appear in your body. I appear in your circumstances to help you see who you are. These changes that are happening on the planet are for you. They are no more difficult than you went from middle school to high school. It's only how you view them that makes them more difficult. I invite you all to my grandson Isaiah's dance party. The music will be loud. The celebration will be fabulous. Isaiah won't remember a thing, but it's just a reason to celebrate. So thank you for joining me today. And of course, I wish you a perfect life, perfect health, and a magic future. Thank you.